The opinions expressed in the following program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect those of Rogers or Rogers TV.
The federal election is more than a year from now. However, the race to represent the new riding of Mississauga-Erin Mills is already underway. Earlier this month, professional engineer Jeannette Chau held a fundraiser to announce her candidacy for the Liberal nomination in the new federal district. Chau, a married mother of two, works with Professional Engineers Ontario as the manager of student and government liaison programs. But that's not all. She also enjoys being an active part of the community.
I've also been involved in other community activities as well. I'm a co-chair on the Western GTA Summit, which is a transportation task force. We just authored a report with 28 recommendations looking at fighting gridlock and trying to advocate for the Western GTA. I'm a director on the Foundation for Education. I've been, when my kids were growing up, on parent-teacher boards. Lots of involvement in sports activities as a parent volunteer because both my kids were national athletes. My son still is a national athlete. He's a gymnast, and so very heavily involved in that area as well.
Chau has been a member of the federal Liberal Party since the 90s, and for the past 2 years, she has served as the regional policy representative for Mississauga and Brampton. Her priorities are no different from the party's. Chau believes in creating more jobs for the middle class, preserving the environment, and in providing Canadians access to an affordable education.
For me, I grew up in inner city Toronto, and education, by becoming a professional engineer, that's what opened the doors for me. That's, I think, what made it makes an equalizer for people. The other thing too is in my work with Professional Engineers Ontario, I see a lot of internationally trained engineers coming here, and they have problems with getting their credentialization. And that's an area I think that also needs more work.
Another local issue that matters most to Chau is improving transportation and fighting gridlock. She says in order for that to change, the federal government must create a national transportation strategy.
Canada is the only G7 country that doesn't have one. And so right there, if we had one, then you would see, I mean, we're a hub here. You've got the Pearson Airport, you've got lots of goods flowing through on the highways, you've got the rails, CN Rail, CP Rail. So I think if you had a national transportation strategy that could look at the country as a whole and look at our area as a whole, in relationship, and to try and plan adequately so we have things in place so we're not reaching that gridlock.
According to former MP Martha Hall Finley, that type of analytical mindset is lacking in Ottawa. She says Chau is the real deal.
He has a tremendous amount to offer. I've been saying for years that politics needs more engineers, more business people. She of course brings both. She even has a military background too, so the combination is fabulous. But politics right now, I would say almost more than ever now, and I say that partly because I'm from Toronto. We need people who are honest. We need people with integrity. We need people who have life experience, who work hard. Jeannette epitomizes all of that. And so having known her for some time now and having encouraged her to run, it's wonderful to see that she's stepping up to do it. And when asked to come and help, in a minute.
Chau is not the only person seeking the Liberal nomination for Mississauga-Erin Mills. She is up against two others, professional accountant Saeed Bari and IT professor Sharif El Sabawi. Her chance of winning the Liberal nomination lies with the people.
It means that every one of you here needs to go and ask 10 of your friends and family to sign up and make sure they come to the nomination meeting. But not enough. Each one of those needs to then go and ask 10 of their friends and family members to sign up and come to the nomination meeting. It's all numbers. We think she's wonderful. She needs numbers.
The fundraiser itself drew a mixed crowd. Some are longtime friends, some are work colleagues, and some are parent volunteers. But they all have one thing in common: and that's supporting Jeannette Chau.
I'm really happy to see that she did join, and that I give her all of my support in terms of, being a very good candidate and being somebody who would be a good representative for us.
I think people should vote for her. She's definitely somebody who's going to do good things.
I think if the people of Mississauga realized just what a contribution she could make in Ottawa, they would be racing to join the Liberal Party and going out to support her, because we need bright, talented people who understand big issues.
The date for the federal Liberal nomination meeting for the district of Mississauga-Erin Mills has not yet been released. In the meantime, Chau will continue to campaign for votes.
I think I have the skills. I want to work with them. I think I've proven myself with my track record from the things that I've done already in the past, that I'm willing to work with others. The time's right. My kids are older now. I have the time to do that. And I think I want to take that opportunity to do that. So I'm hoping that the people will support me in that, and that I will work hard for them.
For information on how to join the federal Liberal Party, visit www.liberal.ca. Jackie Vieira for Cable 10 Live.